Hello everyone, it's a beautiful day in Paris, and on today's Come With Me, I am taking you into the rebuilt Cathedral of Notre-Dame, which basically is the cathedral of Our Lady of Paris. It's on the Île-de-Cité, which is an island that is in the middle of the Seine, right in Paris. The cathedral itself was built in the 1100s, if you can believe it. You talk about next chapters. I mean, this lady, the Cathedral of Notre-Dame, she has seen kings crowned, emperors seizing power. She has seen the Nazis walking, stomping through Paris. She has seen the revolution, the revolution of France, which basically threw out all of the aristocracy, royalty, and to a great extent the churches. So Notre Dame was quite destroyed, actually, during the French Revolution. But in April of 2019, Notre Dame had a fire. Multiple kind of bad decisions happened. Fire alarms or smoke detectors were not connected to the fire department, and so someone went up and looked in the wrong place, and it's quite a story. And by the time they actually discovered what was burning, it was a catastrophe. It was a catastrophe also from the standpoint that there was very low water pressure for the firefighters who were fighting this fire. The water most likely was coming from the Seine. It's kind of astounding that they were so ill prepared to protect what was a national landmark. Notre Dame is known the worldwide. Whether you're Catholic or not, it's a place to go and see. The Notre Dame of today, which is what you will see in today's video, looks very different in many ways, even from the Notre Dame pre-fire. It's very light, very airy, and so there was some controversy about whether or not the cathedral was too light, the stone was cleaned too much. And so they talk about that all the time. They also argue about the fact that several of the stained glass windows were removed and contemporary designs were put in their place. But the rose window, which you will see on this video, remained intact. It was the whole back end of the church, as well as the flèche, I think I'm pronouncing that right, which is the tower that burned. And when the tower burned and fell, it took down all kinds of metal and wood, and then lead, because the roof was lead, and created both a hazard, environmental hazard, as well as pretty much destroyed the church. And what they were afraid of, they tried to support the church post-fire. What they were afraid of is that the walls would fall in. And so at the very end of the video, you will actually see that they are still working on the tower outside, which is incredible. But think of all of the, monumental events that have happened in the Cathedral of Notre-Dame. I find that amazing. You talk about next chapters. Well, this lady has had so many next chapters, and in today's video you will get to see her most recent chapter. Now, if you are traveling to Paris and you want to see Notre Dame, the process is actually quite simple. It's just a little bit tricky from the standpoint that you have to check for tickets every single day for a ticket time slot. They're not pre-sold. Actually, it costs nothing to go into the main cathedral, but tickets are sold, or time stamps are allotted, and usually 24 hours in advance. And so what happens is you just have to keep checking. So as an example, yesterday morning, I was checking, and I got a 4 o'clock or 1600. Everything's in military time. Remember that. But I got it at 4 o'clock. I showed up about 3:45. There's a separate line for those that have reservations, and I had my reservation on my phone. They just scanned the QR code and let me in at 3:45. The inside was not crazy, not so populated that you can't see a thing. I have toured other cathedrals like Westminster Abbey, as an example, St. Paul's Cathedral in London, and you are jam-packed. I could never even take a video in either of those cathedrals or abbeys because there's so many people. This was not the case. It was quite interesting that it was so spread out, so that tells me they're really monitoring how many people they let in at one time. But that's how you get tickets if you are coming to Paris. If not, you can enjoy it through the numerous videos, including this one. So anyways, come with me and let's go in. And I want to warn you, there will probably be music playing that my YouTube video team has to put together because it is very hard to hear. So if that's the case, you know why the music is playing, and we shall see you soon. Enjoy. Incredible. And we've got the River Seine right here, big tourist boat. Really interesting. You can hear all the banging. They're still working on it all. So it's Paris. You hear sirens, lots of people, lots of tourists. We are inside Notre-Dame. Beautiful. Last time I was here was probably, oh my gosh, 10 years ago? Something like that. Pardon. So very dark. I don't know how they did this. Do not know how they did this. I remember when this burned. I was in Paris when I saw it burning. Oh my goodness, look at those. And off the side are the chapels. How did they reconstruct all of this? I have no idea. It's incredible. People are just in awe. Rightly so. The rose windows are of medieval origin. Yeah. And they're just the things that they have are just beautiful. I don't know how they did this. I do not know how in the world they did this. It's incredible. Seeing what it looked like. It's the confessional. When you think of it, all of this had to be rebuilt. It's astounding. Truly astounding. It's the famous window. Look at that. Mm. They were able to save this or if they recreated it. I have no idea. Gives you a view of the entire perspective. Mm. And then they have some of the individual chapels. Various saints, each chapel is named after a saint. Oh, look at the stained glass windows. This is Notre-Dame. I can go crazy. Suddenly, just the paint alone is incredible. I think they held on to this. Mm. Oh, wow. Paint. Some. Colors are just so vibrant. And then listen. It's a storyboard. I am outside, and as you can see, they're still working on the cathedral. The spire, it's got a ways to go, but unbelievable. Well, worth seeing. Even if you're not a religious person, it's a, I don't know, it's a worldwide landmark. It's an architectural accomplishment. Restoration, incredible. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed. This week's Come With Me. We did a trip to Notre-Dame, which you can see is right behind me. To see Notre-Dame and get inside, you actually have to have a ticket. It doesn't cost you anything unless you make a donation. I went on every single day and checked online while I was here, obviously. And all of a sudden I got a ticket. It's easy peasy. And my ticket was for 4 o'clock. And I actually walked in at about 3:45. They just said, come on in. It's very comfortable inside. It's not overpacked. They really have spread out the visitors. It's very busy. Be careful when you're here. Because there's a lot going on. And yeah, it's astounding though when you saw the pictures. We've got Charlemagne, I think, right behind us, somewhere back there. I don't know where he is. I can't seem to get him in the picture. But it's astounding when you think of the condition of Notre-Dame after the fire. I remember the day it burned. I was here in Paris, and it was kind of unreal almost. It was sort of like being in Boston during the Boston Marathon, and I'm sure other people have all kinds of similar experiences to talk about. But yeah, it's incredible. The hard work, the expertise, the money that it took to rebuild Notre-Dame, and how many people this means something to. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, this was a little bit different. Come with me. If you liked it, do give me a thumbs up because it matters to YouTube. If you haven't subscribed already, jump in. We're a fun bunch. And comment away if you so wish, because I love reading your comments. So anyways, everyone take care. Check out my book if you haven't already. Design Your Fabulous Next Chapter, because life is just a series of chapters, you know? And here, this old building, it just entered a whole nother chapter. So how perfect is this that we are here today? Take care, everyone. A bientôt.